Well, a very good afternoon and welcome along to this afternoon's auctions here at Bayleys in Takanini. It's an absolute pleasure to be here working alongside a good team from Counties Manukau and beyond. George Owen is my name. I'm simply here facilitating proceedings on behalf of our sales consultants. Before we begin, however, today, a few introductions around the room. To my left, your right, Raymond Mountford, our local manager. Welcome to you, Raymond. Charlene Buchanan, our Pukekohe residential manager. Welcome to you as well, Charlene. If at any point during the bidding or the auctions here today, should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of the team members here around, be it Raymond, Charlene, or any of the other consultants here that join us in the room. Today's auctions, well, they're going to be held in accordance with the RE-INZ Auction Best Practice Guide and, of course, our Bayleys auction policy. Accordingly, it's to that conduct of auction I will now direct your attention. It will come as no surprise that we offer the properties for sale today subject to a reserve price. Subject to this price being met, the highest bidder whose bid I accept, well, they'll be the lucky purchaser indeed. As the auctioneer, I may nominate the sum by which the bidding can be raised, and I may refuse any bid I don't deem to be in the best interests of our owners. I may refuse, I've been over that one, haven't I? As the auctioneer, I may place bids on behalf of our owners. This is what we refer to as a vendor bid. It will only ever occur below that reserve price, be clearly identified to you, ironically, through the term vendor bid. No confusion there. Will only be placed at levels where the property clearly is not for sale, so bid confidently on that basis. The owners have also reserved the right to withdraw the property at any time before it's sold, and doing so without declaring the reserve from which we work. And should a dispute arise concerning any bid, we'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed level and move on from there. Now, upon completion of the auction, I'm going to ask the lucky purchaser to do a couple of things for us here. First, sign their name on that contract that your relevant agent would have provided to you, and of course pay that deposit being 10% of the purchase price unless other arrangements have been made. I'm not aware of any though here in the room today. And with our terms and conditions of today underway, we'll move forward to lot number 1 here at 66B Jericho Road in Pukekohe. It's brought to the market by Mike Murphy. Welcome to you, Mike. Welcome to those owners who are here. Welcome to those buyers as well. Mike, being hard-working, industrious and experienced, he would have made sure that you've got that auction document in front of you. It describes the property here more formally as an estate and fee simple, comprising some 2.135 hectares, more or less, otherwise known as lot number 1 on a positive plan 124605. The channels, they remain unchanged from that list you would have been provided, and it's vacant possession you'll be enjoying on Friday the 4th of September this year, or earlier of course by a mutual agreement. And no surprises viewed in for that early settlement here today. If 2 dwellings are what you need, then this stunning property here is set for you. On that 2.1 hectares, plenty of land for you and your family to roam about on here. Boasts that beautiful rural outlook, undisturbed, very quiet setback from the road, enjoying the tranquility this luxury lifestyle provides. The main house has multiple features built in, very warm, that underfloor heating, filled with light, flooded with light indeed, and those semi-rural views, or those fully rural views I should say, absolutely expansive and apparent throughout the home. Second dwelling, again beautifully presented, raised up as we see it there, looking out northwest, providing you, again looking over the ponds, down over those rolling hills as well. Absolutely beautiful, that luxury rural lifestyle certainly on offer here today. So I look for an opening bid, opening offer here at Jericho Road. What would you like to pay? Where do you see the value? A little bit more than that, you might just buy it. Something fair, something reasonable. Happy to work with you here in the auction room. I'm aware of a number of conditional parties, hoping that today doesn't go through. Where do we see the value? State the terms in the auction rooms before we begin. Look, if I don't see any bidding, what I'll do, Mike, is I'll put the property back in your hands, formally set the property aside. That's unless someone wants to make a stab in the auction room. Take advantage of the transparency here. First time though, looking for that opening bid, opening offer. Second time, if you're waiting for a hint on value, you'll be waiting a very long time from me. Third and final call at Jericho Road. Well, Mike, I'll put the property back in your hands, let you deal with those conditional parties. I know there's a number waiting. We'll look forward to seeing that sold snipped out very shortly. And without further ado, we can move right on to our second and final lot of the afternoon here at 1 Caprell Crescent. Brought to the market by Lynn. Welcome to you, Lynn, of course. Welcome to those owners who join us. Welcome to the buyers as well. Lynn would have provided you, as we do, with that auction contract. It describes the property as an estate in fee simple, comprising at 2,519 square metres, more or less, known as lot number 21 of the positive plan 452104. Of course, by bidding here today, you acknowledge receipt and understanding of clause 21.0 and the further terms of sale and group as to the removal of the vendor warranties in regards to that fridge as a chattel. The chattels list, however, that's extensive and it's all there for you to enjoy, and it remains unchanged as I'm aware of Lynn, and it's vacant possession for you on the 5th of November, that nice long settlement. Plenty of time to get your affairs in order here. But there we have it again, this beautiful rural outlook, as we can see that northwesterly aspect of the home perfectly positioned here in Caprell Crescent. You've got that proximity to Put and Cove, but plenty of separation where you need it as well. It's got that functional farmland beyond, laying the perfect scene for you to enjoy from the home. But it's built to get the very most out of that. As I said, that kitchen out to my rear is the northwest aspect, looking over those rolling hills, the lovely tree-clad hills, all there for you to look over with a light G&T in hand, as we say, and looking at that sun streaming in there. How could you say no to that? It's got all the modern appointments you look to expect in a beautifully built home such as this, but of course you've got that separate bedroom area that can be partitioned, allowing for maybe a home and income perhaps, or if you've got extended family, maybe multi-generational family living as well for you to enjoy. But it's value, lifestyle and livability, and all underpinned by absolute accessibility. So again, I'm in your hands looking for the opening bid, opening offer here at 1 Caprell Crescent. Where do we see the value? Work with me here in the room today. Maybe some lessons in bidding school. Have to bid to buy. We've been over this at the start. You shout me a figure, I'll let you know if it's too high. Something fair, something reasonable, maybe even unfair and unreasonable to start. I'm happy to work with you. But again, if you're waiting for a hint on value from the auctioneer, you're going to be waiting a heck of a long time. If I don't see any further bidding as with the first lot, Lynn, I'll be putting the property back in your hands. We're going to the deep dark abyss known as the conditional market. First call though, looking for that opening bid, opening offer here. Second time, third time around the room we go. At 1 Caprell Crescent, Lynn, I'll put the property back in your hands. Again, look forward to hearing about a result very shortly. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much for coming along to this afternoon's auctions. Look forward to seeing you again in due course. Have a good afternoon, and remember your own. Thank you.